Om Sahana Bhavatu Sahano Bhunaktu Sahaviryam Karavavahai Tejasvinavadhitamastu ma Vishavahai. Om Shanti Shanti. We will chant.
So we can't hear you properly.
Oh. Now can you hear me? Is it okay now? Is it okay now?
Yeah, it's okay as far as I'm concerned.
Is it okay, Sangeeta?
Very low.
What about now?
Very low volume.
Still?
Can't hear.
This is what I have though. The increase from your side? Maybe increase from your side. Ashaji, can you hear me? Anilji can hear me. Anybody else? Anybody else has a problem hearing?
I can hear well, actually.
Can hear, right? Okay. So from my side, it's fine. Maybe you have to increase from your side. Anyway, we'll chant. We'll share the PowerPoint as well. Right. We'll chant from verse 6. I'll put it on the screen as well. Taking offline is so simple. Online, so many things. Okay, verse 6.
Samsara swapnatulyohi ragadveshadi sankulaha swakale satyavadhati ramadre satyasambhave Shuktikaya jatam yatha Yavanyayate brahma Sarvadhisthanamasvayam Niladhare Jaganti parameshware Prajasthitilayan yanti Udbudhani vavarini Satchidamanyanusyute Nitye Vishnau prakalpitaha Yaktayo vidhasarvaha Atake katakabhiva Akaso visikeso Nano padhigato vibhuvu Pakkeda bhinnavadhati Kanna chekevalo bhave.
We'll chant verse 6 again. Twice.
Samsara swapnatulyohi ragadveshadi sankulaha swakale satyavadhati prabodhe satyasambhave
7 as well.
Shuktikaya jatam yatha Yavanyayate brahma Sarvadhisthanamasvayam
So, verse 7. As long as the non-dual reality, Brahman, the substratum of all, is not realized, so long the world appears real, like silver in oyster shell. Right? Again, as long as the non-dual, Advaitam. So Advaita, Dvaita means two. Advaitam, means non-Dvaitam, non-dual. Reality, Brahman, Allah, God, whatever you say, is all the same. These are all names of the reality. Brahman, the name of the reality. When Brahman is the cosmic name of reality, Atman, not Atma. Atma is also fine. Atman is a expression of that cosmic reality in an individual. Name is same, right? For example, you see space in the universe versus space in a pot. Space is same, but you call it pot space. You call it room space. But space is not reduced to a room. You understand the concept? Space is space, but you call it room space. Similarly, Brahman is the reality. When the reality expresses through living beings, it's called Atman. Just the name. God. All these things are names of the reality. What is he saying? as long as that reality, the substratum means what? Substratum. What is substratum? English. What is substratum?
I don't know.
Oh,
Foundation.
correct. Foundation. The base, the foundation, right? In the sense, what it is made of. Substratum. What is it? The content. The substratum of all. What is he saying? God is the substratum of everything. If you don't realize, right, it's not realized, so long the world appears real. Like what? Example again. Atmabodha is full of example. Like silver in oyster shells. Silver in oyster shells. What is this silver in oyster shell?
Pearls are there, no?
So what happens sometimes in the night when the moon is lit on the seashore, if you're lucky and you go around, back in those days, it may be very often, if you go around and see from a far place, the moonlight reflects off the oyster shell, not the pearl. Oyster, under pearl. But the oyster shell, it shows so shiny. So from a far distance, you will see as though it's like silver. Right? Like that, you see the fascinating world around you like the silver. Right? So there is a, how many of you watch, listen to Hindi music or any other language music? You all listen?
Yeah, I like music.
So we all listen to music. Right? How many of us look at the lyrics? Lyrics very important.
Yeah.
Like for example, some great poets like Javed Akhtar. There's a song in a movie called Luck by Chance. Have you heard of it? Luck by Chance. Millie, have you heard of Luck by Chance? Millie must have heard it. Who has not heard it? Luck by Chance. It's a very
I haven't heard it.
is it? It's a good movie, sir. Good movie. I think Javed Akhtar's son is in that movie. So there is a song called Sapno Se Bhare Naina. And see, in the recent times, you know the lyrics. What is it? Ye hai pani, pani, blue hai pani, blue hai pani. Songs are like that. There is no meaning to the songs. What is it called? Lungi dance, lungi dance. Those are the songs that you get, meaningless songs. But once in a while, these great poets, they write these songs called Sapno Se Bhare Naina. In that, I was so surprised when I heard this. This is an old movie, I think 2015, 2016, I guess. So there is a verse there. The whole song is on. There's a verse there. दूर से दूर से ही सागर जिसे हर कोई माने. दूर से सागर जिसे हर कोई माने. पानी है वो या रेत है ये कौन जाने. हाँ? दूर से ही दूर से ही सागर जिसे हर कोई माने. लाइक दैट. पानी है ये, पानी है वो या रेत है ये कौन जाने. So what is it it's talking about? In a desert, you go and you see a lot of water there. Water, right? But you go near the mirage. You understand? We all understand mirage, right? The sunlight reflects off the wavy sand and looks like an ocean. Right? So when you see an oyster shell, from dur say, you see silver from afar. What is the substratum of that silver?
It's not, it's the sand.
The reality, the Brahman.
What is the substratum of silver? Stick to
Sand.
the example.
The sand.
What is the substratum of silver? What's the example? What is the example?
Is it the oyster shell that you're talking about?
Is it? No, it is.
It is. No, because what you are saying is you're just saying that all that glitters is not gold. Am I right in understanding that?
Yes. But the context is different here. So you see silver, you don't know it's oyster shell. You see silver. Silver is shiny. But the issue is there is no silver there. It's the oyster shell. So everything is good. You get attracted to that. So all that you notice in the world, what is the verse saying? All that you notice in the world is the brilliance of the self substratum. So there was a true story that happened. Sunandaji is there, right? Swamiji's daughter. So she was called by the father of the school for some assignment issue. And then she said, call your father. Swamiji was in Chinmaya Mission at that time. So Swamiji came, and then he knew that Swamiji is teaching Vedanta and all that. He was a little, what do you call, kind of rude to Swamiji. That, hey, what is your Vedanta talking about? Huh? All that you talk about is nothingness, nothingness. Huh? There's nothing, nothing. God is everything. God is nothing. What are you talking? You guys are so confused. So he was like talking about, Hinduism like that. So at that time, Swamiji was sitting in front of him, and there were a couple of things, what is this nothingness, nothingness you talk about, There were a couple of things on the table. So Swamiji put out his palm and then picked up a pen while he was talking. And that guy is talking and he's also noticing Swamiji. What is he doing, this fellow? He took up his sharpener, took up an eraser. And then after he finished, he said, what are you talking about? You talk about Vedanta, this and that. Nothingness, nothingness. What is this nothingness? How can God be nothing? Then Swami said, what do you see here? That guy was cooperative. He said, I see pen, eraser, sharpener. Swamiji removes the eraser. What do you see? Pen and eraser. Remove them. What do you see? See a pen. Remove this pen. What do you see? What did he say?
And
Nothing.
nothing.
He said nothing. So see, eraser nikal diya, ye nikal diya, ye nikal diya. What is it? What do you see? I see nothing. Then no. Swami said, no. There is a palm. Palm is a substratum. So when you say nothing, nothing is supported by something. And that something is God. So when you say God is nothingness, that is God. So you are getting into what you see. What Vedanta is saying, what is seen and what is supporting that seen is God. So what you see is silver. Silver is not real. What is supporting the silver is real, the oyster shell. So we get involved in the silver, forgetting the oyster shell. We get involved in the world, forgetting the reality. See, Buddha and his disciples were walking along the road. And then while going through a village, a couple of villagers looked at Buddha and then says, "Hey, you mad fellow, you're wasting the potential of the youth, converting them into Buddhism and teaching them all sorts of nonsense and this and that." He was hurling all the abuses. And Shishya were all, rolling up their sleeves like, Lord, they want to hit that fellow. You make fun of our master. They're thinking. But then master is just walking straight. Buddha is just walking straight. So they can't say anything. So they're just looking. They're all furious inside. And Buddha walks ahead. And then in the evening, they are having a satsang. And then they are all resting. Questioning sessions. And then all the sishyas are like irritated. Because how much they said, all the nonsensical things about Buddha, and then, he didn't react. And then they can't contain themselves, and then they ask Buddha, Master, you just had to tell us like that. You would have taken care of that fellow. Like just given ishara, we would have taken care of that fellow. Why didn't you say anything? It's irritating when people like that say something about you. You're so agitated. Buddha says, why are you agitated? I'm not agitated. But how can you not be agitated? Everybody's talking ill about you. Then he says, just because someone gives you something, you take it ill. See, for example, you come to my place and I'll give you something. Take it. It has no context to what you need. What is your requirement? I'll give you something, carpet. Will you take it? If you need it, you will take, right? If you don't need, why would you take? So you don't take stuff that you don't need in life, right? Similarly, he is giving his views on what we are doing. I didn't take it. You took it. You are agitated. You deal with it. So we get involved in unnecessary things. We get involved in the silver, forgetting that the oyster shell is the main thing. So we are giving both perspectives. One is the absolute perspective, one is the relative perspective. Absolute perspective is what? What is absolute perspective? That the entire world that you see, the shimmering world that you see is an expression. There is something underlying that, which is the reality, Brahman, God. But we get involved in the silver, the shine of the silver, forgetting the reality. That's the absolute. Like silver in oyster shell. You have any questions? Yeah. Next verse. Okay, somebody message. Let's see. Verse 8. Twice.
Jaganti Paramesvare Chandrasthitilayanyanti Udbudhani Bhavarini Udbudhani जगन्ति परमेश्वरे सर्गस्थितिलयां यान्ति बुद्बुदानीव वारिणि.
Like bubbles in water, the worlds arise from, exist in, and dissolve into the Supreme Lord. Like bubbles is the example, the material cause and supporter of everything. The interesting thing is the worlds is it, not the world, the worlds. So this has been happening. So see, unless you wake up, you will see the dream. See, when you're dreaming, unless you wake up, you will not see that the dream is not real. Right? So there are, for any creation to happen, there are three causes. There are three causes. So write it down. For any creation. So this is logic. Any creation to happen, there has to be three causes. One is, how did it come about? Right? How did the creation come about? Right? That's one thing, which is called the instrumental cause. Instrumental. What is the instrument by which it has been caused? The creation. Second thing is material cause. What is it made of? What is the creation made of? What is the material which has been, by which it has been made of? First is instrumental cause. How did it come? Second is material cause. What it is made of, creation. Third is efficient cause. Efficient cause means what keeps it going? The reality means what? Something which has to be forever. Can't be real now and real later. That is called not called reality. See, in that sense, if you take the definition of reality, waking, dream, and deep sleep states of consciousness don't stand the test of time, test of reality. Because waking was not there 4 or 5 hours ago. Depends on when you woke up. Dream world was there. Dream was not there last night, before, like last evening. And also deep sleep. So when you talk about reality, reality is something that persists. That persists. So what are the three categories of creation? Instrumental cause, material cause, efficient cause. How did it come about? What is it made of? What keeps it going? For example, if you see a garment, see a garment like this, how did it come about? How did this come about?
Cloth.
From cotton.
Cotton.
From cotton.
What is it made of? Cotton. What keeps it going? Cotton. So, same thing. Gold ornament, right? When you see an ornament, what is the instrumental cause? How did it come about? Gold. What is it made up of? Gold. What keeps it going? Gold. Right? So what is interesting is, let's say if you see your dream world, what is the instrumental cause for the dream world? How did it come about?
I slept, no?
So,
So I dreamed.
the waker's mind causes it, right? Waker's mind causes the dream, right? You sleep. You said, I slept. Your mind caused it, right? What is it made up of? Mind. Your dream world, entire dream world is made up of not things and beings in the dream. There's no individual existence of those things that you see in the dream. Let's say you're driving a car in your dream, there is no car there. There is no metal there. There is no rubber there. There is no engine there. What is there? Waker's mind is predicting that car. So what is it made of? Mind. What keeps it going? The mind. Waker's mind. So just as the waves or the bubbles in the ocean. So what causes the bubble?
The water.
Water.
Waves.
Which is the ocean, right? Water. What are the bubbles made up of? Water.
Air.
What?
Air. Air.
Air, but water. Without water, there is no.
Water.
Without
With
water.
air, sir.
But without water, there is no bubble, right? Or wave. Let's say wave. Without water, there is no wave, right? And what keeps it going is the water. So when you talk about bubbles, existence of bubbles, you are actually talking about existence of ocean. When you talk about a dream world, oh, I've seen this, I've had such a big nightmare, you're only talking about your mind, Waker's mind. So now what is interesting is, do you blame the ocean for the bubble? Ocean had no intention to create the bubble. You all agree to that? Ocean had no intention to create the wave. I hope you agree to that. Did the ocean have an intention to create anything? A bubble or a wave? No. Ocean has no intention. But how did the bubble? Because of ocean. If you remove ocean, is there a bubble or a wave? No. But the bubble is created. Yes. But you know what? I will blame the ocean for the bubble. You cannot. You cannot. By the sheer existence of the ocean, the waves come about. Ocean did not create the wave. In another example, what is the wave? Nothing but the ocean. So when you say, oh God, oh God, oh God, why did you create this horrific world? क्यों आपने दुनिया बनाने वाले इसे ना काहे को दुनिया बनाई? Huh? What is that? That's it, right? दुनिया बनाने वाले काहे को दुनिया बनाई? It's like asking, hey, ocean, why did you create the wave? What will the ocean say? Let's say ocean says, what? This is very deep, huh? What
I
will the
didn't create the wave.
It
I
is,
didn't create the wave.
it is because of the breeze that the waves are coming, na? Is moving the ocean.
What will the ocean say?
Why did you create the wave?
If you ask the ocean, why did, Arey Baba,
The
why did,
ocean did
He
not
has no part.
the ocean did not create the waves.
what will it say?
It will say, I did not create it.
I did not create, is it? Okay, what, anybody else? What will it say? No, that's not the answer.
But it is part of me.
Okay, kind of, I'll give you that point. What will it say? You're there, but not there. What will the ocean say?
I have nothing to do with the bubbles or waves.
It will say, what wave? What wave? What wave? What is a wave? It will say. What are you talking about? The ocean See, wave किसने दिया नाम? ओशन ने दिया नाम? किसने दिया नाम? हम लोगों ने दिया नाम. See, it is nothing but water. It is nothing but water. Do you agree to that?
Yeah.
Look, leave the name ocean as well. What you see is water. Water, when it comes up, you say it's wave. Who told you it's wave? I say it's just water. You get my point? Ocean, these are all name and form. Nama Rupa. Nama Rupa means name and form. What is the name? Ocean. What is the form?
Wave.
Like this. Are who told you there is name and form? From the ocean's perspective, what wave? What are you talking about? I'm just water. What are you talking about? It's just a water, bro. Oh, no, there is a wave like this. What? It's just water. You are creating some nonsensical wave and something, some shape, and you're saying it's a wave. And you want me to explain that? Come on, man. Go check yourself. It's just water. From water standpoint, from the ocean standpoint, there is no wave. Do you all agree to this? Does it make sense? It is. There is no wave. I call it a wave. That's your problem. Oceans, it's not the ocean's problem. You call it a creation. अब बनाने वाले क्यों बनाई दुनिया? कौन सी दुनिया?
God.
क्या दुनिया? What dunya are you talking about? It is Brahman and Brahman alone. It's God, that's it. Whatever you see, God. You see this gutter water smelly. What gutter water? What is smell? What are you talking about? It's just God. Oh, this divine person, such a godly figure. What are you talking about? It's just God. This building is God. You are calling it form. You are giving it, you are saying it's good and you are putting it moralities in it. It's your problem. Why did you create the world? You created the world. God did not create the world. Why did you create the wave? What wave? What word? God has no intention to create or destroy. What you see, God. What you get is God. There is nothing but God. You make up stuff. You answer that stuff. Ya pashyati, sa pashyati. He who sees it, sees it. He who does not see it, cannot see it. No, I don't like this. The world is too harsh on me. Don't be
Then
in
does it mean that prayer has no significance?
prayer. Why not?
Because you say that it's the ocean is not responsible, the same way you would say the God is not responsible. So prayer is of no use.
Sir, if I may say, what I believe is God is only a witness. He's like a postman who dishes out letters to different people. Now, what the letter contains is not the concern of the postman. But in some families, with that letter, they laugh. And in some families, they cry. So that's how I would view God.
See, Ashaji, from the absolute standpoint, if you want the honest, everything that you get or you don't get is the kripa of God. Right? You pray or you don't pray. For example, I really work hard for an exam. Now, and I look at the question paper, all the answers I know, and I write down. I get 100 marks out of 100. Would it have been any different if I had prayed or not prayed before the exam?
Maybe the prayer would give you some encouragement.
Yeah, that's different. So that's fine. So if you talk about like that, see, I'm talking about from the absolute standpoint. I'm not talking about from the relative standpoint. From the absolute standpoint, when we're talking about, because this concept of prayer doesn't stick in this context. When you ask the question, doesn't stick in this context. Because the context is what? Everything that you see is Brahman and Brahman alone. उसमें प्रेयर हो या ना हो, उसमें eating non-vegetarian ho ya na ho, it doesn't make any sense. We are talking from the absolute standpoint that whatever you see and experience is Brahman and Brahman alone. Just like ocean. But I see wave. No, there is no wave. It's just ocean. I'm saying, oh, there is a creation. Why did you create this world? There is no creation. But what am I seeing then? You are seeing reality, Brahman itself. You are experiencing Brahman. You touch, feel, you taste Brahman. You smell, whatever you're smelling is Brahman. It is reality. So there's no God that we need to go and get. There's no God that we need to pursue. What Vedanta is saying is where you are, what you experience itself is God. All that you need to do is to see. How do you see the knowledge? That's why I say Jnana, third eye. Shiva has a third eye. Why is like mutated? Is it? No, it's not mutation. Third eye is a Jnana, symbolic. He sees through a vision of wisdom that everything that I experience is nothing but ocean and ocean. Everything that I experience is God. That is the context. To answer your question, I've answered. And you know the reason why you have to pray.
Yeah, so in one way, like how you said, wave, bubble, the prayer also comes in that only.
Everything.
Everything is ocean.
Everything.
Everything is ocean. So whether it is wave, bubble, or even prayer.
Anything that you can think of is just
Yeah.
a wave.
Yeah, and like you said, whether you see a saintly person or you see a gutter, you see good water or you see dirty water. Everything is ocean.
Yes. Like bubbles in water or waves in water, the world arises from, exists in, dissolves. See, it arises. Where did the world come from? From the ocean. How is the world existing in the ocean? Where did the world go? It goes into the ocean. So when somebody says, oh, the world is created, existed, and destroyed. This is happening all the time. See, just like, worlds arise. It's not world. Worlds arise. The worlds arise.
whether it is your mind, whether it is your body, whether it is your intellect.
Yeah. So this creation and existence and dissolution is happening all the time. What is it? It's just a wave. Whatever you see created, whatever you make or destroy, it's all in the purview of that. So just like if you see that silver, there is no silver, it's the oyster shell. But you see some things. You say, in reality you're seeing, but you're saying it's a wave. Verse 9. You ask me if you have any questions. Please do. Sometimes it may be a little hectic, but just do ask.
Satchidatmanyadushyute Nitya Krishnau Gadalvita Yattanyo Vividhatma Atake Katadavina Satchidatmanyadushyute Nitya Krishnau Gadalvita Yattanyo Vividhatma Atake Katadavina.
The manifested world of plurality is superimposed by imagination upon the eternal, all-pervading Vishnu. See, Shankara is a Shaivite. You know that, right? Shankara is a Shaivite. But he says Vishnu. It's just, at that time there was some problems with Shiva followers and Vishnu followers. Even now, some strange madness goes on, with gods. Every religion will say my God is better. Even in India, Hinduism also, they used to say this. Oh, Shiva is better than Vishnu. So immediately he says, oh, I'm a Shaivite. I say all-pervading Vishnu. Just to break that pattern. Oh, Shankara itself is saying Vishnu. Or then it must be same. Things like that. There's a little bit of psychology there. All-pervading Vishnu, whose nature is existence, intelligence. Just as bangles, etc. Right?
So, sir, the waves are the imagination.
Isn't it? That's what we found out just now. From the oceans, see, that's the beauty. From which standpoint are you saying? See, from my standpoint, if I say, yes, there is a wave.
No, I agree that from your standpoint, the wave is there. But like I'll say that if you're saying everything is Brahman, so even I'm Brahman. But then I say that I'm in this body, my name is Soni. I'm a mother, I'm a sister, I'm a boss, I'm an employee. So then that leads to so much of because of so many titles, I feel I'm responsible or bound by so many duties and so many things. But then when like it's all is like together, and then like in the night, for example, when I go to sleep, when this body goes to sleep, then where is the mother and where is the employee and where are my duties? So it's like in a state of ignorance, I dissolve into the ocean. But then again, the world starts when I get up. So you mean to say that because of, I mean, like what I can understand is because of the deep sleep, I remain sane to my real existence.
Not because of the deep sleep.
Because that sort of gives me makes me cut off from everything of the worldly thing. I know it's an ignorance, but it makes me cut off for the time being, and it recharges me to work for the next day.
No,
I
I
mean,
mean, you can connect it to deep sleep, because if a person is depressed, even after deep sleep, he still be depressed. It doesn't mean it takes the depression
Okay,
outright.
you mean to say deep sleep is not the solution to everybody's
It's a state of consciousness. It has no solutions to it. It just
Okay.
reaches the body. It doesn't do anything with the desires. So what is deep sleep? A state of thought in an unmanifested state.
Right.
Moving to unmanifest doesn't mean it's been annihilated or dissolved. It manifests again like next day.
Yes.
So deep sleep has nothing to do with this. It's a different concept. Deep sleep
Okay.
is,
Okay.
but what he's saying is from an ocean standpoint, from a self-realized soul standpoint, there is no creation. What you see is God. What you experience is God, but you don't see it. That's what he's saying. So the manifested world of plurality, whatever you see, is superimposed by imagination, he says, upon the world. So the plurality of the waves, there's a big wave, there's a medium wave, there's a small wave, is superimposed by imagination. You're imagining that there's something called a wave on what? On the ocean, on the eternal. The manifested world of plurality is superimposed by imagination upon the eternal, all pervading Vishnu, whose nature is existence and intelligence. Which is what existence and intelligence means? All the things and beings. World is made up of objects and beings. Nothing. World is made up of objects and beings. Right? So objects and beings means what? Objects exist. Beings have intelligence. Such it. So all pervading Vishnu, whose nature is, that reality's nature is existence, intelligence. Like what? Just as bangles in a gold. Just as bangles in a gold. So what is interesting is, it depends now. What do you see here? Huh? You see the screen, right? What do you see from what we have learned?
Jewelry.
What do you see?
Necklace.
What? Huh?
A necklace.
Earrings.
What do you see from what we have learned from the last two verses?
It's gold.
Yes. You see gold. Ornament correct hai. Earrings are correct. But what do you see? That's the difference between you and a goldsmith. So what's the difference between that is? You see ornament, the design, such an intricate designs, amazing things. What an amazing gold. So amazing ornament. Goldsmith only sees kitne tole ka hai gold. How should I melt it and make something else? That's what he sees. One second. So that's the difference. See, there is a difference between, what is interesting is, you know what is the difference between carbon and diamond?
It's the same.
No, it's so interesting. It's the same. Sorry, carbon, I'm saying charcoal and diamond. See, there's a difference. Same carbon atom arranged in a different way. That's it. It's the same carbon atom. It's not something else. It's the same atom. It's the same carbon atom. Arranged in a different way. Diamond is arranged in more hard structural way. Carbon is not. Charcoal is not. This is what he says in Bhagavad Gita. He says, Ascharya, Ascharya. Whatever you see in the world, is just Nama Rupa, name and form. But what it is just carbon. Meaning, what it is just Brahman, is reality, is God. You are actually seeing God, but you put Nam and form in it, name and form, Nama Rupa on it, and then it becomes a different thing. Right? Questions? Yeah. There are no questions? We'll conclude. Om Purnamadam Purnamidam Purnat Purnamudachyate Purnasya Purnamadaya Purnameva Vashishyate. Om Shanti Shanti. All right.
Thank you, sir.
There you go.